Welcome back, everybody, and thanks again for joining us here on this Tuesday afternoon. We appreciate you being with us on KXAN News at 4. As Nick was sharing a little bit earlier in our show, we have reached our first 100-degree day of the new year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But Nick, you've been looking at some of the data in the past, and this week looks like it could knock one record off the block one day after another.
Yeah, we're looking at 6 days now in a row of records that we could break easily in some cases. And some of these records are particularly difficult to break under normal circumstances. You can see the temperature statewide right now, lots of triple digits. San Antonio's first triple digit day of the year too. So technically we've already reached fourth place for one of the hottest ever days in the month of May. And that's today. We got to 100 so far. We may climb up to third or second place just today alone. But we're forecasting a high of 105 tomorrow. That would leap us to the top with a brand new hottest May day ever on the way here for tomorrow. So we would have the 2025 somewhere on the list here for today, and then another 2025 probably at the top here tomorrow. That would beat the previous hottest May day back in 1925, where we got to 104 degrees. And then if we hit 105 tomorrow, that also means it would be our earliest ever 105 or hotter in Austin area history. And we would set this new record by several weeks. We've had to wait until June 12th at the very, very earliest for the first 105-degree day in Austin area history. And that happened not too long ago in 2022. And we're thinking we do it tomorrow. So many records at stake here, not just today, tomorrow, but over the coming days. On KXAN.com, I put together a big old blog detailing all the records at stake and the ones that we could break, potentially break, come close. We can show that blog to you live now with our CPU. I think we have it where we could show it. Yeah, there it is. It's called These Austin Heat Records Could Get Smashed This Week. And we detailed all the records that are on the chopping block here this week, and certainly hoping we don't break as many as we think we will. All right, let's show you what it looks like from our KXAN West Shore home camera, looking from West Campus toward downtown, full of sunshine. There's that 100 again in Austin. We'll be dipping down into the mid-90s by 7, mid-80s at 10, low 70s tomorrow morning, and then we head to 105 here tomorrow afternoon. That would be 21 degrees above normal for this time of year. So 72 tonight. Mostly clear with just a few scattered clouds, a warmer night than last night was, which was pretty comfortable. And there we go, 105 tomorrow. Sun, scattered clouds, likely our hottest May day ever. Even if we hit 104, it would be tied for the hottest May day ever. Almost all areas get to triple digits, save a few spots in our eastern counties. But in the hill country, the air will be much drier, so even easier to heat up, which is why we've got some numbers closing in on 110. We've got extreme heat warnings issued for most of central Texas beginning at 1 tomorrow afternoon until 9 in the evening. Here's the criteria for an extreme heat warning. You need either the air temperature to reach 105 or the feels like temperature to get up to 113. Today we've had heat advisories with that air temperature around 103 or close to it, or the heat index up to 108. And by the way, these are the first ever extreme heat warnings. They used to be called excessive heat warnings, but the National Weather Service has been updating their terminology and keeping it in line with some of those new winter warnings. Temperatures technically go down beginning Thursday around 100 or 101 through Sunday. Problem is, the temperatures go down because the humidity goes up. More humid air is harder to heat. And you can see as we head into Thursday and beyond, we'll be stuck in that humid to very humid category all the way through the weekend. So it's not going to feel any better. Still going to feel like 105 to 110 much of the next several days. Here's a look at our first warning weather 7-day forecast. There's also some isolated storms to talk about. 10% rain and storm chances Friday, Sunday, and Monday. Those chances up to 20% for Saturday and Tuesday.